Good morning, everyone. So, yesterday we connected with few of the tables. On the part of the best practices, right? Do you have any queries in that? Any queries, or else you stuck it somewhere? So, whoever shared the snapshots, it's good. Thanks for sharing the snapshot. And please try to follow the same for until the completion of this training. Okay. Try to do that activities so that you will get to know what are the transformations that are regularly used, and also how can we perform the data transformations inside the application, right? Try to complete. Whoever not started, please try to complete the hands-on. Okay, first credit card defaulters, and the next one is best practices. So we already started with the query editor level best practices. We know what are the transformations to now. Few of the transformations we are aware of it, like transpose transformation, unpivot columns, right? Fill down transformation to fill up the blank or else a null information with the valid data, right? So let's try to work with few more best practices. Okay, everyone following, right? Any queries? In the previous examples, I'm asking about the previous. Fine. Another way. Okay, let me share my screen. Let me know once it is visible to you. Okay, the screen is visible. Please ping me. Visible, right? Another one, another example. So here, if you're observing, I have opened one of the Excel. Employee email ID is the Excel file name. Okay. In that, I have an information with related to the employee details like employee email ID, employee number. Okay. What is his first name, last name, middle name, and so on. Okay. It's completely purely employee statistics, like when is the hiring date, what is the date of birth, okay, which company they are working on, okay, what is the status of it. Okay, some fields are there. Okay, now you can tell me this is a structured information or is a semi-structured as per your observation. You have to get to know the differences between a structured or unstructured or as a semi-structured source systems. How it looks like. Is this a structured? Let me move on to the right hand side. Is related to the employee details. How it looks like. It's a fully structured data set. Okay. The question is, okay, the case study. Here we are going to work on employee email address, the first column only. Here, by using this employee table, employee file, we need only employee email address. Remaining all columns are not required for our analysis. Understood? Remaining all other column, we need to exclude it, remove it. And here, employee email address. We need to extract here. If you're observing, suppose if you're getting the data with employee email address, I need to get separate guy one, where before there is a delimiter. At the rate symbol is there, right? You're observing something like at the rate symbol. So I want to split the data with the guy one is my first name. Okay. Barry 0, Sydney 0, something. The numbers which has been projected. And adventure. After the delimiter, there is adventure hyphen works. Maybe there is a domain. Okay. That's the company. So I want to split and project it as a separate column, adventure hyphen works as a separate column, company name or else domain name. And last .com. I want to split after dot also there is a COM. I want to split this information into the another new column. That means I have to generate 3 new columns by using this employee email address. Understood the scenario or else you want me to repeat? I want to extract only employee email address. Remaining all columns, I need to exclude it. Okay. From employee email address, first name, I have to fetch. I have to split, which you are observing before at the rate. And adventure hyphen works as a separate column. And dot after the dot COM as a separate column. Maybe it's a web. Understood? Is that clear? Everyone, please respond. Is that clear? The scenario case study is clear. Shall we extract the data set? Closing the file. So don't open the file, okay? When you are extracting or importing the file to Power BI, please close the file, okay? Close it. Let's try to open it from Power BI. So what I'm doing here, I'm not importing from get data because we need to perform some data transformation activity. I'm directly navigating to the Power Query editor. I'm not loading it, okay? The best practices is whenever if you are real time as well, talking about the real time scenarios too. If you're trying to pull some files, right, some source systems or some tables, no need to extract it from get data. Anyway, we are navigating to the query editor. We have to perform some data transformations, right? Navigate directly to the transform data. Click on the transform data directly. Select it. It will get open Power Query editor. Okay. Power Query editor window will be get open. From here, we can extract it. Okay. That is the best practice. Clear. In real time also, what I will do in this is I'm not going to extract the source files from Power BI desktop. I have to do some data cleansing activity, minimal check. So I have to navigate to the transform data, and here I'm going to pull the tables. Okay. New source, Excel workbook. Try to provide the path. File availability location. Okay. So for any set of source, you will get a navigator or else a dialog window. So my information is available at sheet 1. Sheet 2 is also available, but it is not required for my current analysis. So I have to ignore it. Okay. I'm extracting only the sheet 1, this sheet. Okay. I'll just try to rename. This is an employee email address, right? Email ID data set, something like this. Giving some proper name. Data set. In left hand side, the important key areas in query editor. Please remember important key areas. Okay. Left hand side, we are going to call it as a query. Center, we are going to see the data. Right hand side, these are all data transformation steps, which you are observing here. Source, navigation, promoting header, and change data type detection. And above part, this one we are going to call it as a ribbon, where we can see multiple transformations. So as per the data, okay, if you want to get it perform some activity, some transformation, you can see the transformation button click transformations here, multiple transformations on these 3 tabs, home tab, transform tab. These are all transformations only. Add column tab. Okay, new columns. Fine. What is our requirement? I want to maintain only this column, remaining all columns, I want to exclude it. That's the requirement, correct? So here, to get this done, right click on the top of the email address. So can I perform the remove or else a remove other column? General name, remove or remove other columns. Someone please respond. Suppose what happened if you can try to directly right click and remove. That means the main column itself, we are performing the remove operation, remove transformation, which I'm not looking for that. I'm looking for the selected column should be available. Remaining all other columns has to be removed. In that kind of a scenario, right click, remove other columns other than the selected column, remove all other columns. Maybe here in this particular data set, if some columns are required like employee email address, employee key, we have to select the shift button or else a control button, okay? And maybe I want the first name, last name, okay? Selected columns only. Right click, remove other columns. You can select the control button, remaining columns we can remove it, okay? Other than the selected, remaining all other columns we can ignore it, okay? Like that. Please remember the differences between remove column and remove other columns. Important between these two, the differences between remove column and remove other columns at interview prospect. Okay, in Power BI interview, they will ask you, what's the difference between a remove and remove other columns? They will give a simple table. So I want only these selected columns, which transformation you can use. Okay, at the time you have to tell remove other columns. Exclusively want to remove a particular column, then we can make use of remove column transformation. Got it? Do we need any other option as well? Same up. No, only this operation. We want only exclusive this email address. Remaining columns, I want to exclude it. This is the transformations we have. Okay. If you want to remove huge number of columns means instead of using this, right, selecting and doing the things, here in the home tab, choose column option is there. If you have a huge data set with multiple columns, choose column option is there. So here, unselect everything. I can maintain only this column. Remaining all columns has been excluded. This is the transformation. Huge information. If your data set is very small, directly you can select the required columns and remove it. Got it? Everyone, is that clear? Right click, remove other columns. Same transformation. Fine. This is important. See here, email ID. This is my email address. I'm not going to disturb this email address. By taking the reference of email address, I want to create a new column. And how we are going to generate? So from this email ID, these are the values, right? I want to extract the first name, like a guy 1, Paris 0, Sydney 0, something like this, the first names only. I want to get it extracted. Before the delimiter, I want to extract these information. Understood? Email address should be available. From this email address, by taking the reference of this particular column, I want to extract the names before the domain. So here, this is my domain, company domain. Yet the rate is my delimiter. This information, I want to get it extracted as a separate column. Okay, how we are going to generate a new column here? How to or else which tab is helpful to create a new column? Which tab? Is that a home tab, transform tab, add column tab? Which tab will help you to create or generate a new column? I'm already giving an options. Important, okay? No need to use any home button or else a transform tab here. Try to directly navigate to the add column. So here our requirement is you have to take the reference of existing field and try to generate a new column. So in the kind of a scenario, add column, here we can try to check the right transformation. So here if you're observing, these are all transformations only. Here we have a transformation name called extract. What do you want to extract from this value? Okay, email address column value. So here there is a lot of transformations. Length, if you want to find out the length of it, okay, you have to count the number of fields. We can use the length transformation. And maybe if you want to generate the first characters information, I can make use of the first character. But here, what we are expecting, I want to extract the text before delimiter. So in the kind of a scenario, we can directly make use of text before delimiter. That is the guy one bar is 0. So just try to select it. What is the delimiter? At the right. Try to provide the delimiter at the right. Select OK. This is your first name. Okay. Rename it. Instead of a text before delimiter column header, which you have performed the transformation, rename it. This is the first name or else a name. Is this transformation is clear or else you want me to showcase one more time? Is this transformation is clear? Here it is available. Add column, extract. So what you want to extract? I want to extract the text before delimiter. I'm using this text before delimiter. I'm not disturbing the existing field. I'm trying to generate the new column. Okay, this field also required, right? I'm not performing that activity on the top of the field. Email address. I'm creating a new column by taking the reference of existing field. Next important one. This is also very, very important under transformations. So I want to get it extracted adventure-works, which is between the delimiters like @ symbol and dot. I want to extract this particular area or else particular word, adventure-works. So here itself, extract. Now you can tell me which transformation you are going to use it. Is that a text before delimiter or text after delimiter or else a text between delimiter? You have to decide. Simple words. Please let me know which transformation you are going to use it. @ and dot. In between, we need to extract that information. Adventure-works. That's what we are looking for. Is that a before, after, or between delimiters? Between only, right? Right? Extract. Between. You have to provide the delimiter information. @ and ending delimiter is dot. Extract it as a new call. Okay, this is the company name. Okay. Next. Get it extracted this last .com also. How to do that? .com. Which transformation it is? Before or else after? Or else between? After, right? So it is easy for us. We have to detect the right transformation. This is important, okay? How I get to know which transformation it is or how to get it extracted means these are all by practice. You will get to know, okay? So where it is available means in these 3 tabs, the transformations, the data cleansing transformations will be get available in home tab, transform tab, add column tab. And some transformations are getting repeated at multiple places. That one yesterday has showcased to you, like promoting the header is available at multiple places as well. Okay. Select, extract, after. So what is that? Dot. Okay, you're just giving some simple conventions. Automatically the backend formulas are getting generated. You're not writing the formulas here. You're not manually writing the functions. Okay, this is the function, the formula bar. Here, this is the function it looks like. Backend function. Got it? You're not writing those functions or else those formulas. You're just identifying the formulas, functions, and trying to generate the what is expected. Got it? I'm just trying to rename it as an web. This is also a formula function. See here, it's also a step. I had just renamed from the test after delimited to web. So back in the formula, table dot rename column, insert. This is the my column. Okay, insert information. Which one you have replaced? Text after delimited to the web. I have renamed it. Right? Fine. This is what expected. Okay, this is one more scenario, best practice. I will show you the similar one, similar way of doing with one more example, the same data set. I will show you another approach, second approach. Okay, without using this extract function, extract transformation, there is one more way to generate the similar output. Shall we discuss that? So these are all the transformations for the first method, method one. Another second approach is there. We can get it generated the similar way of columns. Name, company name, web. Okay. Any questions up to this point? Any questions? Another method. Shall we discuss another approach? Second approach. So what I'm doing in the sense, I'm not extracting the file again. Okay, I'm not extracting the same file again. I will try to duplicate it here in query editor itself. We can perform a duplicate of this extracted query or else file. Right click on the top of it, email ID dataset, right click. Here we have an option name called duplicate. I can duplicate it, whatever the transformations are available. I can just try to duplicate it. I'm not extracting the same file. Okay, we have this feature as well. So please remember this is important one. Duplicating the extracted or else connected file. Okay, giving the name as method 2, m2. I will remove these transformations. These are all the transformations I have performed, right? I'll just try to remove these transformations only. Okay. These are all transformation. One way is you can manually remove it. See here, please observe. There is a cross button, right? Manually, step by step, you can remove it. That is one approach. Another approach is right click on the top of the transformation, delete until end. Okay, either you can delete step-by-step transformation, or maybe I have selected one of the place here. Below transformations all, I want to remove it. Right click, delete until end. Important, please observe. Clear to you? These are all the tips and techniques. Okay, please observe. And also please perform these activities. This is my data set now. Remove other columns. Another approach, okay, another way of doing. See here, without using extract transformation and generating the columns. See this extract transformation, another way. So here, right click on the top of this email address, right click. Here we have a transformation name called split columns. See this split columns. What do you want to split? Based on what? I want to split the data based on some delimiters, right? By delimiter, what do you want to extract it? So here I want to extract, I want to split the data by default. Please observe this one, split column by delimiter. There is a transformation. Right click on the top of this column. Okay, split column. Here it is available, split column transformation. The same transformation you can see in the header also, home ribbon as well. Home tab, here it is. Same transformation, split column transformation. Here it is. Got it? Same transformations are available at, that's what I said, right? At multiple tabs, we have to identify the right transformation. So here my requirement is I want to split the data, like guy1 I want to get it extracted, and domain I want to extract it as a separate column, .com I want to extract it as a separate column. Okay, right click, split column by delimiter. So I want to extract the left occurrence or else a right occurrence. So what is this? Left occurrence or else a right occurrence. See here. Yet the rate is the custom, that is the delimiter here. Yet leftmost occurrence, just try to select the leftmost occurrence. Select OK. Leftmost data, it has been split up. So I'm disturbing the existing field. I'm trying to split the information at the existing, okay, the available email address column. I have split the information at each and every left occurrence of my information. Okay. Right click, split column, delimiter. This time I'm trying to use the dot, okay, at a rightmost delimiter. Select it. So in this way, we can perform the operation. The first name, company name or else a web domain, and last one is the last column is the com, COM, which is the web. Let's try to rename it. Name. This is company name. This is the web. Okay. So in this way also we can perform the activity. So whatever we feel that as a comfortable, but here the difference is split column and extract transformation. Extract, we are not disturbing the available fields. We are trying to generate the new fields by taking the reference of it. And split column, we are disturbing the existing or else available field, that is employee email address, and trying to get it generated the output. Okay, name, company, web. Got it? Whatever you feel it as a comfortable, we can try to make use of it. Okay, understood? Is that clear to everyone or else any questions or else any concerns? Is that clear? These are all best practices. I'm expecting everyone to get it completed. These transformations, okay, extract wise, and another one is a split transformation wise. Okay, if you have any questions, please let me know. Okay, don't wait or else don't keep it at your end. Okay, it's important. You have to get to know the split transformation is available, and also the extract transformation is available in the Power Query editor. Okay. One more example. Let me open another data set. Okay. Or else maybe myself, I will create one data set, important one. Another important scenario, please focus. So what I'm doing here, I'm not extracting any new data set. I'm going to create one table. Okay, I'm going to create one table. See here, enter data. The same operation we can do it in the query editor also. Enter data, directly navigating to the transform tab. So here also we have enter data. This is for manually. What is this enter data in the sense? Manually, if you're trying to create a new table, or maybe if you want to copy and paste, okay, a static or else a reference table, in that kind of a scenario, we can use enter data transformation. Okay, enter data extraction. Click on this, enter data. So I will just try to create some new columns. Okay, column will name column. Another one is another column is the skill set. Skill set. I'll try to provide some rows of information, some records, like example, Varun is good at Power BI skill set. The same person, Varun, yeah, Spark. Is the resource on Power BI. So only Power BI I'm trying to add Kiran. Kiran is an expertise on Power BI and SQL. Okay. His skill set is on Power BI and SQL. Another name, Kumar. I'm just trying to create one table. Okay. I will share you the data set. No issues. And another candidate. Okay. I have taken four candidates here, names and their skill set. Okay. Varun, Kiran. Maybe the Varun, his expertise on Power BI, SQL, and PySpark. Kiran with the two records. Okay. Fourth and fifth record, Power BI and SQL. He's good at a skill set. And Kumar, two skill set, Glue and AWS. Priya, three skill set, Redshift, Power BI, and PostgreSQL database. Fine. Let me give the name of the table. Okay. Skill set is the name. Skill set is my data set. Select. Okay. So I'm trying to create a table manually by using enter data approach. So here it is. In query editor, enter data. Same option we can see it in the Power BI desktop also. As I said, the data extractions part, instead of extracting from Power BI desktop, I choose to prefer to extract the data from Power Query editor. Okay. Why? Because anyway, I'm going to perform some data transformations on the top of each and every data set. So that's why I'm trying to choose from Power Query Editor for the extraction. Okay, fine. The requirement is here, these are the table, right? Name and skill set. If you're observing the records are repeated, Varun is repeated three times and Kiran is repeated twice, Kumar and Priya thrice. So instead of that, multiple records, I want to get it generated a unique aggregated file like Varun with one record, skill set information, skill set column. If you are observing the skill set column, Power BI, comma, SQL, comma, PySpark. So I don't want to create multiple records. Get it generated as an one single record for one name or as user. Is that clear? Requirement? Let me open the Power Excel also. Showcase. See this output. What is the output we are expecting is skill set. Okay. Another one. Okay. Is that clear to you? Expected output. Okay. Yes, SQL. Okay. This is what the expected output. So instead of repeated records, we are trying to generate a unique based on the name and the skill set. So that means I have to perform a group by operation. So if you're observing this data set, The records are repeated multiple times. Name is repeated couple of times. I want to group the name and try to generate the skill set for each and every unique user on the same column or on the same row. See here, Varun, one record, Power BI, comma, SQL, comma, PySpark. Kiran, two records with comma separator, delimiter is comma. Kumar, he is having two skill set. I want to get it generated one record for Kumar. Glue, comma, AWS is my comma separator there, delimiter is comma. Priya with one record. Is that clear or else any confusion? The expected output. You have the information in this way with a repetition of records. You want to get it generated with a unique name by using a group by transformation. Output, the skill set column should be with a comma separator. Delimiter is comma separator. Clear to everyone or else any queries? Simple. And you have to find out the right transformations where this group by is available and all. We have to identify. It is our job. Others, please respond. Only one person is clear. What about others? Expected one, this one. Expected output. This is the data set. Source information we have. Output we are expecting in this way. Okay. Let's try to perform the group by. Let's try to find out the group by. So here, which one is repeated records? Is that a name or else a skill set? Which column is repeated? Where you are going to take an action? Is that a name or else a skill set? Name column is repeated multiple times or else thrice, okay, as per the data availability. So here, to get this done, we have to find out the group by. Okay, we have to aggregate or else we have to group by. Here the textual data, right? We can perform the group by based on the name column. So to identify the group by transformation, so see here, in the transform tab, click on the transform tab. Here you can find the group by transformation, or the same transformation is available here. Right click. Here also we can find the group by transformation. Okay. So as per your comfortability, we can try to use on the transform tab, or on the top of this column, we can right click on it. On the top of it, you can see the group by here. Group by. So what do you want to group by? I want to group by based on the name column, right? Name column already selected. And this is the activity basic, very basic. Only one particular column means I can use the one group by column. Maybe I want to perform the group by based on the multiple columns. I can make use of advanced. Okay, I can add multiple columns as a group by. But here we have a two columns. I can perform this based on the basic operation group by. Okay, name. So what is expected? I will try to generate the new column name as skill. And the operation, if you're observing the operation, are we counting the name or else a skill set? Are we doing any aggregation? Like are we performing the sum, average, mean, median, or else counting the rows? You have to tell. Are we performing any aggregated functions? These are all aggregated functions, right? Sum, average, minimum value, maximum value. I'm not performing any operation like aggregating functions. See here, is the skill set is the text or else a number? It's a text. So in that kind of a scenario, operation, okay, the aggregation mechanism, we are not going to perform any of the aggregation functions here, sum, average. So I'm going to perform that activity on all the rows. Okay, all the rows. Select the operation, all the rows. And here we don't have any operation to select. Okay, we are performing on the complete table. So that's why the new column generation is disabled. See this. Suppose if I'm performing the operation, group by operation based on some value, choose see here, sum of. Can we do the sum on the name column? You can tell me. Can we perform the summation on this name? Or else maybe the average on this name? Can we perform it? Name and text. Can we perform the average count sum on the name columns or else a skill set column? No, because it's a textual data, we cannot perform these aggregated functions like this, minimum value, maximum value. I want to perform the group by on complete records, which is available on my table. So in that kind of a scenario, I'm going to choose all rows, all the records. Clear? Is this transformation is clear? I'm going to select OK. Okay. Select OK. So what it is doing, name has been aggregated, grouped, and we can see Varun with subtable. A table information has been get generated. Kiran, a subtable has been generated. You can see the output here. What information is this? Subtable is holding. See this. Kumar, table information has been generated. This is the Kumar's data, subtable. Priya, last record, table. So 3 records for the subtable from this. 3 records are available. Important scenario, please observe. Okay. I will wait. If you are say clear, I can continue. Clear, right? So after performing the group by, see this, based on the name, okay, name column, new column has been get generated as a skill set. See this, name skill is the column I have given, okay, column header. Skill, I have performed that group by operation on not one particular column, on all the records, because here there is no sum or else something. There is no numeric information to perform it. So I'm using the operation all the records. Click OK. So that a subtable will be get generated for each and every name column. Okay. Fine. From this subtable, now you can tell me from this table, from the skill set column table, which column you are looking for? Is that still you are looking for the name column or is the skill set column? You have to decide. Yeah, count is also aggregation function, right? Count is also an aggregation function. See this. You are counting, right? Counting the distinct number. You're expecting the number, correct? Distinct. So I want to perform this on all the records. That means this also comes as a textual information. I cannot select it. These are aggregated functions from sum, average, mean, median to max. Aggregated function. You are not counting the rows. It's not required, right? Why do you want to count it? Correct? You know how many are there. You know how many distinct rows are there. Correct? You have to perform that operation based on all the records on the textual data set. Okay. So from this subtable, for each and every record which you are observing, you are expecting to get extracted this. See here. Here, this is a subtable. What information is holding? It's holding with this skill set name and skill set. You are expecting the skill set column only from the subtable, not the name column. Correct? How can we get it extracted? This table, I mean, from this subtable and this exclusively the column, skill set column. To get this done, we have to write the data transformation. We have to write a function name called table dot column. Okay. Formula is from this subtable, I want to get extracted exclusively a column name called skill set. And the function is table dot column. And we have to specify the in the bracket skill set column. So how we are going to write the functions? Here, I'm not disturbing the skill set. I'm trying to generate the new column. Click on the add column here, custom column. Click on this custom column because I'm going to write the formula, M language formula, M functions. So I'm trying to generate a new column by taking the reference of this skill, this one, skill column on your main table. So on the formula is from the subtable, I want to fetch skill set column. So table dot column. See here, whenever I'm trying to start writing this M function, automatically the IntelliSense Okay, A-based engine is giving the lot of functions which you are looking for. Okay, these are all the functions only. 800 plus M functions are there. So in that, I want to fetch from this table one of the columns. So in that kind of a scenario, I'm going to use the function name called table.column. So this is the function I'm going to make use of it. Remove the manual entry because it's an, see this, I have entered manually, right? Table dot, I have started with table dot. Whenever I started, it given intelligence with which function you are trying to choose, right? I have removed it manual into table dot column I'm expecting. Okay. So you have to specify here bracket table as table comma text column as a text. So now you can tell me from which column, which table we have that information. You have to specify the table information here. Are we going to specify the table is on main table is on a skill set or else a name? We have to specify that column skill comma. See this? It's giving the skill comma column as a text. Which one you are expecting from the skill? Which column you are expecting? Skill set, right? In the double inverted quotes, okay? Skill set. Close the bracket. No syntax errors. Select OK. So the output will be get generated in the form of a list. See this. This is important. Please observe. Table dot column is the function because you want to fetch the information from the subtable. So the table information is available in the skill column anywhere. Skill column. Skill is the column, comma. And the table information, the subtable information, which field you want to fetch. I want to fetch not the name column skill set. So I have provided in the text format. Okay, close the bracket. Output will be get generated in the form of a list. See this list. This is a list one. Okay. So don't select underneath of it. Okay, see here. There is an highlighting, right? Underneath there is an URL highlighting. Don't select underneath of it. Try to select next to here. Next here. Here. Don't select underneath here. List below. You're not expecting the output of the list, correct? This is the Kumar's data. See this. Kumar information is Gluent AWS. Don't select underneath of this list. Even the table also. Try to select it here next to it. Table beside you can try to select it so that you can see the table information. Suppose if you can select underneath of this table, it's get open with only one particular table, that is Varun's record. Is this what you are expecting? Is this what you are expecting? Is this only one particular information you're looking for? No, right? Remove it. Everyone following or else any confusions, concerns, please tell me. So from this, it is very easy. See this list has been get generated. How can we get extracted the list with separator, comma separator? See this, if you're observing there is a left and right side arrows, correct? Here, left arrow and right arrow. If you can try to open this one, click on this, we can see two different transformations. Expand each and every list value as a separate record or extract value. Okay, extract value with some delimiter. I will show you what is expand to the new rows. Okay, expand each and every list value as a separate record or extract value. Suppose if I select expand to the new rows, is this what we are looking for? Expand each and every list value as a new row. That's what the meaning. Are we looking for this output? This is the same as like input source system, right? Input value. Just like similar, same input, no change. This is the input. Even after performing these many transformations, important, you are generating the same output, which is not, we are not looking for expand it as a new record of each and every list. So what you are looking for? You are looking for extract the value. So what you want to extract? based on some delimiter. So you have to choose the delimiter, comma separator, select OK. Now you can tell me, is this what we are looking for? The output, the expected output, right? Extract value by using a delimiter, expand new rows, okay, from the list. So very important on the certification, difference between extract value from a list, expand to the new row from a list. Expand new row is nothing but it will get expanded whatever the information in the list as a new record, new row. Extract value is something like you have to specify with some delimiter. So there is multiple delimiters. As per our requirement, we have to choose the right delimiter. Is a comma separator, also colon, semicolon, semicolon, space operator. So we have to choose the delimiters here. At the rate also, we can choose it as a delimiter. Okay, comma delimiter is fine. And this column is not required for our analysis. Remove it. Remove. And this column, I will try to change it as an okay, column header skill set. This is what expected. Okay, name and skill set columns. Is that clear to everyone? You have to work on this. Okay, please try to complete. Okay, if you have any questions, don't hesitate. You can send me an email also. I'm good. Okay, I can respond it accordingly. Whenever if you are stuck, you can take this file as a reference file, which I'm going to share it with you. This file as a reference file and try to check what are the transformations I have been used. Okay, which transformation it is. I have performed the group by. Where it is available? In the transform tab, it is available, or right click on the top of this name column, you can see the group by. Okay. What's the next step? There is an add column. So why I have created one more new column here? So this one. So after completing the group by, a table information, a subquery has been generated. From this subtable, I want to fetch only the skill set column, not the name. I'm not focusing on the name. I'm focusing on the to extract from the subtable skill set. So there is a transformation name called table.column transformation. So from the main table, I want to fetch the subcolumn information, that is a skill set. Skill is my main table information column, comma, and from the subtable, I want to fetch skill set. So I have provided the information in this way. And the output, it can generated in the form of a list. This is the output information. And from this list, we have two options here. Expand to the new row, extract value. So you don't want to expand it to the new row from the list. You have to extract the value. Okay, with some delimiter, comma separator. So from the list, you can see left and right arrow. I'm also observing in the skill set also left and right arrow. What is the difference between the table and the list? See here, this is important. Suppose maybe you want to expand. See here, if you are selecting on the list part, you can see two options, right? If you are selecting on the table part, you are not seeing the new transformations. You are seeing the information, which is available information. So if you are trying to use it, name and skill set, this is the subtable, right? The subtable information, name and skill set is the subtable information. These two columns only available. See this. From the subtable, you can see these two columns only. So if you want to get it expanded, it's the same output only. What is the use? See here. You're just expanding it. What is the use of it? Okay, those two columns we are expanding. There is no use from table level extract. Okay, remove it. This step I'm just trying to remove it. Clear. After that, what I did, I have removed in between one column, skill table information. That one has been removed. And I have renamed that new text well. Okay, that information as an custom column information as a skill set. This is what expected output. Are we good or else You want me to repeat it one more time? Please let me know. Important transformation. Tomorrow, right, we will discuss within one more example, similar example with some advanced columns too, some more additional columns. Okay. Similar one, as of now, I have created the data set manually by using this enter data. That's what I did, right? I will share you the data set. If you are okay, means you can create it on your own, no problem. Okay, I will share you the data set, or you can create it on your own by using enter data. Got it? Tomorrow, similar one, group by transformation. Here we have performed the group by based on basic operation, right? Basic one. Tomorrow one, we are going to work on advanced mechanism, advanced group by, okay, which is very important. I'm stopping up to this part. If you have any queries, I'm ready to answer. Everyone receiving the data sets, PBX file, right? Everyone, respond please. Do you have any queries? Is that flow is okay to you, or else you want me to still slow down? Is that flow is okay? Or else still if you want me to get slow means I will do that. Fine. I'm stopping up to this part. Please practice and let me know. Okay, if you have any queries, I will wait here. Today you are going to receive, just now we completed the data set, right? You are going to receive it today. Once the session is over, you will receive these two data sets from me. Okay, fine then. Thanks for joining. Have a nice day. We'll connect tomorrow with another example, advanced group by. Will work accordingly. And from your end, you can complete those three examples which we discussed today and share the snapshots. Okay. Thank you. Thanks for joining. Have a nice day.